Hello everyone, I am Melanie Jongsma of the Lansing Journal, and managing editor Josh Bootsma is behind the camera right now so that I could sit next to our special guest today. This is Valorie Harris, and Valorie is a Lansing resident,
Yes.
a Vietnam veteran,
Era veteran.
Vietnam era veteran,
I didn't go to Vietnam.
and one of only 93 people
Yes.
to be part of a special honor flight last month. Now, all honor flights are special,
Yes.
but this one was especially special.
Especially special.
This was the first all-female veteran honor flight. They called it Operation HerStory, kind of a play on history, her story. And Valorie was part of that, and she agreed
Yes,
to
I
talk with us
was.
today.
Yes.
Thank
Hi,
you so
Melanie.
much. First of all, let me thank you for your service.
Oh, thank you.
I know the Vietnam era was a difficult and confusing time,
Oh, yes.
and so thank you for making the decision to serve. And how did you find out about this special honor flight? Were you familiar with honor flight before?
No, I wasn't. I'm with a women's veterans organization.
Okay.
So we get information about all veteran activities that go on. Whenever anything comes around about veterans, we know about it. So this was really special.
This was October 6th.
Yes, it was.
It included veterans from all branches
Yes.
and from World War II, Korean War,
Mhm.
and the Vietnam era.
Correct.
Did you have any idea what to expect?
No, I did not. Oh my God. That was the best experience I've had, I'm gonna say, in my life.
Wow.
Really, except
Wow.
for my kids, but we're not being personal. As far as the military is concerned.
Okay.
Yes, it was awesome. And we had to be at Midway Airport at 4 a.m.
Whew. Still dark out.
Yes, it was. And from the moment you set foot into the airport, beautiful. Everything was so organized, and they put us all in wheelchairs. They think we were old, but anyway. And then they pushed us all around. We had guardians with
Okay.
us from the time we set foot there until the time we set foot back. I'm telling you. So they pushed us around to the tables where we picked up our goodies. Went all around. Then we got on the flight. They gave us food and drink. And they told us not to bring money.
Oh.
No money. Light jacket, no money. Because we were traveling light and they're paying for everything.
Wow.
Wasn't that awesome? We got on the plane. Ride was smooth. When we landed, we had water reception from the fire department.
They
Seen
shot
that
the
before?
hoses over the...
Yes.
Nice.
Isn't that nice? Yes. And then we got there, we met up with our guardians from DC.
Okay, so you had a different guardian in
Yes.
DC than you had in Chicago.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And then after we got there, we had lunch and then went to the monuments.
Now, was there a special women's memorial?
Oh yeah,
something?
that's where we had our lunch.
Oh,
The
okay.
Women's Memorial.
Okay.
Yes, they set that up with tables and box lunches.
So
It
what
was
is that
nice.
memorial like?
It just has displays of just different women, like in pictures of women that were in Vietnam, and then mannequins with the uniforms on, and all the pictures of the pilots. We have women pilots as well, you know that. And it's just a beautiful place to visit.
Okay.
It really is. And you go in and you put your information into the system.
Oh.
So you can come there and tell your little story and pull yourself up and see your old picture. Well, I sent in an old one of my uniform, when I was in uniform back in the day. And then we took the group picture outside of the Women's Memorial.
Oh.
Whoa.
So all 93 of you were in
Yes.
front of that? Wow.
Yes. Yes. Oh, I should have brought the picture with me at the Lincoln Memorial. I took my picture in front on the stairs, and then we went down to the reflection water over there, and we visited the Korean monument.
That's one of my favorites.
Is it?
I like that one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, with the guys in the. Oh, that's awesome over there. And of course, we saw the Vietnam. That was our purpose. So we saw the wall there.
Had you seen that before?
Yes. Yeah, I've been to Washington. My organization, we try to go to Washington every year during
Okay.
Women's History Month.
Okay.
But of course, during the pandemic, we did not go.
Right.
So we're planning on it. As soon as it opens up, after that, and then we went to see the changing of the guard.
Oh.
Yes, that was awesome as well. And then after that, I think we were done. That was most of the day. Afternoon, we had to go back. We had dinner at the airport.
Oh.
Sandwiches. Yeah, and then got on the plane and came back home. When we got back home, we had another guardian.
Oh.
But they were Navy guys. And
Right.
Really? Yeah. And I had my guy. He took me by the arm and we walked through. Took our pictures. And that was it. Went on home.
So
And
tell me, like, why is it especially meaningful that you went on an all-women flight than if you had gone on a regular honor flight?
with the guys.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what other people have said because I don't know the difference. I would have gone. But some
Okay.
women preferred to give up their seat to the men for some reason because I think it was only going to be like 2 or 3 of them. Maybe they didn't want to do it like that,
Okay.
you know. And men are number one in the military anyway. You know, women we have to fight to get what we need. We're not as recognized as all the men. We're getting there. I want to say we are, but it's just been men. And you never thought of a woman in the service, did you? I mean, seriously.
Right.
I'm
It's
just
not the
saying.
default.
Right. It's not the default. Correct. And another thing that's not cool, I'm gonna put it like that, is if I have on something military, someone would ask me, "Oh, was your husband in the military? Or are you representing your son?" We women served. Okay. Let's just let everybody know women served as well.
So it was kind of nice to have
Exactly.
your own flight
Our own
all
flight,
together.
all
People
the women.
finally recognizing
Yes.
your service.
Yes.
I know there were 3 of you from Lansing,
Exactly.
and you met one of them, right?
Yes.
Mayor Patty Item was one of the 3 women on this special flight.
Yes, she was.
And Valorie met the mayor,
Yes, I did.
and you sent me a picture that you have.
And she
of you
gave
and the
me
mayor.
the okay because I had to ask her permission. I told her I'm going to be interviewed and I was going to use our picture. She said, absolutely. So, yes, she
Whew.
used that.
Glad we got
Yeah,
that
right.
cleared.
I said, oh, let me ask first. So, yeah,
And the
that's
3rd one
about
was
it.
named
was
Vita
that
Butler, I think.
Vita Butler?
Yeah, so we did reach out to all 3.
Oh, you did?
Valerie was the only one who responded
Oh,
with a yes. So
okay.
we're thankful.
Okay, good. Okay.
Now let's talk a little bit about you and your service.
Okay.
You're an Air Force veteran,
I'm an Air Force veteran. I joined-
proud Air Force veteran.
Proud Air Force veteran, yes. I joined in 1966. And
What made you join?
to be perfectly honest, boredom with my job.
So you were already in the
I like-
workforce
Yes, I
and
had,
decided on a second career.
right, because I couldn't do that the rest of my life. I need more, I'm a mover and shaker, if you will. I just like doing things all the time. I like to keep it moving. And that routine wasn't me. That wasn't me at all. So.
Should I ask what that job was?
Oh, I was an information operator at Illinois Bell back in the day.
Oh.
In 66, it was, you dial your 411, that was me.
So did you have to have all the information and give all the answers to
Oh,
people?
you had the book? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
People would call and
whoever
you'd
you
look it
ask
up and
for,
tell
I'll
them?
look them up and give them the
Wow.
information. Oh, yeah. And then I go home.
So that's how we did it before Google.
Yes.
You were Google.
Pre-Google.
You were Google.
I was Google back in the day.
That's awesome. Now what made you
And-
choose the Air Force?
I knew a friend that went to the Air Force. That's what it was. I had a friend that went to the Air Force. I didn't even think about the other part of the services, even though my dad was Navy.
Oh,
Yeah. I
little
didn't-
family conflict there.
He didn't care. That I went to the Air Force. He was proud of me for going to the Air Force. Well, first of all, you take a test to see what
Like skills and
your
interests are.
skills are and your interests. And mine was numbers at the time. I just love my math and my numbers. So they sent me to tech school for, my title was inventory management. Well, at first I was inventory management specialist, and as I got ranked, I was inventory management supervisor. So I went up in my AFSC.
Now, is that an interesting job?
Let me tell you what it is, because that made me. I want to tell you, when I went in, I started as a key punch operator.
Oh,
Interesting. I don't know, you're too young to remember all those cards back in the day.
is that like early computers?
Yes.
Okay.
And I loved it. I did. And I moved up to computer operator. Loved it. So, yeah, that was my field. And that title doesn't go with that, but I would say that was the beginning of IT, if you will.
So you were sort of Hidden Figures, the movie, in the Air Force.
Not quite, but okay.
You were the Air Force version of Hidden Figures for NASA.
Okay. She said so. I love it. Yeah.
You told me you did not go to Vietnam.
No.
But you served during the Vietnam era.
Correct.
Were you aware of what
yeah.
was going on in Vietnam?
Yeah, in supply, I was making sure they got their supplies.
Okay.
So that's what I was putting into the computer so somebody could pack it, so somebody could send it.
That's
So,
important.
Yes. They didn't have supplies. Ooh. Yeah. So that was pretty much my service career. And then I didn't even know that there were women veterans organizations.
Oh.
I happened to go to a Veterans Day event, and I saw these women that had these uniforms. Who are you? And I went up and spoke to one of them and found out about the National Women Veterans United, and I joined.
So you would recommend honor flight to all veterans,
Absolutely.
including women,
Absolutely.
especially
Yes.
even if they have to ride with other men.
Yeah,
It's worthwhile.
it is worthwhile. You know, but I don't know why someone would not go.
It is a long day, right?
Yeah, it's a long day, so one day out of your life. Come on now, wouldn't you? One day? Even if it was two.
So that's not a good reason.
No.
Now, did you feel like, so you were honored all day?
Yes.
And you were honored when you landed back home.
Yes.
Did you feel like that sort of made up for the way our Vietnam vets were treated?
They sure tried, because they even said that.
Okay.
They did. They said they know that the Vietnam era people had a bad time when they came back, and this, we hope this helps.
So that probably felt good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad that you agreed to talk to us.
Welcome. I'm glad I did too. Now cut all the bad stuff out, whatever that is.
And I hope that other veterans, we do have veterans who subscribe to the Lansing Journal,
Oh,
and
good.
I hope that any of them who are listening and watching will take a page out of Valerie's book and sign up for Honor Flight.
Yes.
It's a wonderful experience.
Wonderful.
And thank you all for watching, and we will be back again next week.
Bye now.